choo-chugga, choo-chugga, choo-choo-choo-choo-choo, choo-chugga, choo-chugga, choo-choo-choo-choo-choo.
Yeah. Give me a nice coupon.
Mom, your hair looks tangled. Oh, my tangled.
It's not tangled, I promise you.
Looks like you need a comb.
No, I'm telling you, it's not. It lays down flat perfectly today.
You see, my hair, Mom, when it's combed out, it's smooth.
Okay.
Yours?
Uh-huh.
See, it's not combed out.
Justice, is my hair tangled?
You look good.
Justice, it's not tangled because...
What are you used to?
Because I said so, Justice.
No. It's not tangled because I just
Because
detangled...
I said so, Justice.
No. I detangled it in the shower and my deep conditioner, my leave-in conditioner.
You hear the knots coming through? Go get the comb then. It's not tangled, Justice. Go get Daddy's going bar. Should go right through it.
That's that mom's definition of detangled. Mom's definition of detangled is if I comb through it once, now it's detangled. It doesn't matter whether or not a brush can go through it. Huh? Is that your definition of detangled?
So when I'm an old lady, get practice because when I'm an old lady, I would rather not have my hair cut super short. I would rather you all
bald,
take
Jessica.
turns
Keep it
and
bald.
comb my hair.
So, Mom is expecting
Keep it
this
bald,
when
Jess.
she's old.
Yes,
Keep
I'm
it bald,
expecting
keep it bald.
you guys to wash my hair and keep it looking nice and neat.
That's what you have Destiny for.
Mom, I think you need to get a spray bottle.
I think Destiny would enjoy doing it.
Yeah, but what if Destiny's not available? What if her daughter is sick? What if her son is sick?
Why aren't
Then
you
I have-
available?
Then I have my sons.
Why aren't you available, sister? You should be available 100% of the time, no matter what.
I don't want to go in a nursing home.
You're not gonna go to the nursing home.
I want you all to take care of me. Make sure I'm fed, make sure I'm clean, make sure my hair is clean, my hair is detangled, it's shampooed, it's conditioned. Make sure my heels on my feet are smooth, right? Those are all the subtle things that will show that I'm a well cared for senior. White socks only.
White socks only.
Why white?
Make sure when the doctor checked me out, she's clean everywhere. That she has clean feet, clean toenails, clean nails. That's what I want from you all. That will show that I'm loved and I'm cared for. Justice, that feels so good on my scalp. You're going to help my hair grow. Justice, Yahweh is going to bless you. When you take this time and care for your mother, because you're 17, you could be doing so many other things, but you're taking this time and caring for me already, and I'm only 40. But imagine when I'm 80 and you're caring for me. You too, True.
Mom, when you're 80, oh,
It's
you're gonna be
possible.
a feisty old lady.
I might be feisty. I'm going to be
There's
humble.
no mic.
Humble.
There's no mic.
And I'm going to age gracefully.
You too, sister. You're gonna be feisty too.
What about you, True?
I'm gonna be
Stubborn.
kind, generous, sweet.
Yes, you are. Praise.
Stubborn.
Stubborn. You're gonna be stubborn.
I pray that I built up enough merit to have my children care for me.
Yes. I gotta go.
Maybe Mouse will slick you down.
Justice, I can tell you're strong because it's just, I can never get it. I can never get to my scalp that way. Huh?
You're not following the method is all.
I just don't have the upper body strength that you have.
It's not the strength, Mom. I think it's just that you don't follow the method. There's a method you do.
I know there's a method, Justice, but I showed you the method, so I know the method. I just
Follow
don't
it.
have to. Okay. But when you brush my scalp the way you're brushing it, I don't have the power to do that. I've never gone to the hairdresser and had someone brush my hair as well. Wow.
All two people.
You ready for math?
Can you brush back there?
So you're gonna apply some product now?
No, I'm just gonna say calm down.
You're
Huh?
gonna slick?
Mom's gonna, yeah, if you
What?
wanna
Yeah, because I
bond.
have to trim Destiny's hair.
So Destiny, you're better at slicking for
What
sure.
is up with this week?
Really?
Why is everyone getting their hair cut and done?
I know.
Jez, you
So
getting your
Justice,
push?
where's the brush?
Mom, Jez's hair starting to look like mine.
I think you should do it.
Poofy.
I know. Well, I don't know if I should do it in gel now.
Trying to look
No,
like
I
me,
wouldn't put gel in it.
Justice, do the deep conditioner, do the leave-in conditioner, because the gel I find is drying my hair out, and I want my hair to be moisturized and preserved.
You gotta
Okay,
put,
so-
Justice, put the conditioner in it first before you use the brush maybe.
And then we can make it simple. I can just put a clip on. I don't need anything fancy. Just
Oh, I'm not doing it.
wow. Do I look good?
You look good.
You smell good.
Well, you can do a ponytail.
But if I do a ponytail, it may get tangled.
Justice. Leave in.
What do you want, Mom?
What do I want? Oh wow. This is phenomenal. You can twist it like this. I got it from here. I got it from here. I'm just gonna need you guys when I do my trim.
Should I give me this guy?
Nope, I'm good. Give me that right there.
Yeah, don't take my scrunchie.
Wonderful.
I need this.
Calm down. Look at this.
Mom.
I feel good.
Mom. What's this?
Oh wow, that's phenomenal. If I did a comb out like that, my hair would be much longer. I want you to understand that language is a form of communication that starts everything. Everything has a grammar, everything has a level of conversation in the language. Do you agree? Okay, even your computer programming, it has a language, correct? Okay, so we're going to check your exam, and if you don't know the question, that's fine. You can refer to your book. And I also want you to understand that Yahweh wants you to understand language, because if you can't understand His word, then you're really at a disadvantage. So it's very important that we understand language so that we can speak it, so that we can write it, and that we can understand it using our good eyes and our good ears, so we can think and reason critically. Do you agree with me?
Yep.
Okay. So what is the purpose of internal punctuation?
So it helps the reader have breaks and pauses, and it can also change the tone or meaning of the sentence.
I agree. I agree. Okay, what are some of the symbols that we use in internal punctuation?
Commas, colon, semicolon, dash, parentheses, and dash. That's it.
Brackets?
Brackets and quotation.
Okay, so what is the colon?
Colon is used to emphasize information. It
Mm-hmm.
can be used in explanation or summary,
Mm-hmm.
to draw attention to a quote, or to draw attention to a series.
Okay, and there may be other reasons or other purposes to use a colon. So, right here, I see here we're proofreading. You're using it to draw attention.
To a series.
Okay, correct.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you did. What did you do here?
I took the list from the second phrase
Mm-hmm.
and turned it into colon.
Okay. Tell me about the dash.
In this sentence, I used a dash to emphasize that 3.5 liters is more than half a gallon.
Okay. Tell me about your parentheses here.
Here, parentheses are used to de-emphasize information. So here we're de-emphasizing that the American Revolution was based on a very important principle.
Okay. And tell me about why did you choose to use a colon here?
Because we're drawing attention to a quote. Here we're drawing attention to no taxation without representation.
How does a colon different from a semicolon?
Semicolons are used to separate two independent clauses, and a colon separates an independent from a dependent.
Okay. Or a list, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so tell me about your commas here.
So here, my commas are used for separating non-essential information. Here, the non-essential information would be a mythological feature.
Okay, and what are some synonyms that we use for non-essential?
We can use the word positive in this
Okay.
instance.
Tell me about number 6.
We use dashes to emphasize information. So here we're emphasizing which hats the Johnson family is known for.
Okay. Now we're going to talk about punctuation of titles. Why is that necessary?
So that when you're referring to literary works or movies or stories, you're properly citing or quotating them.
What about when you see other people or other literature written, you would be able to decipher whether it's a book, a short story, or a song. When you see it yourself, when you're able to differentiate between the different way we punctuate titles, right? Okay, so can you tell me, how do we punctuate a book title?
In longhand or in handwriting, we would underline it.
Okay,
But if it was typed, we would italicize.
okay. Did you do that here? Okay. Can you tell me how we punctuate a short story?
Short stories and songs are punctuated with quotation marks in longhand and in typing.
Okay. And tell me, why didn't you capitalize the word "the" before the Star Spangled Banner?
Because the is not part of the original title.
Okay. Can you put a
Dash.
yeah. So we also have words called homonyms or homophones, and we know that they often are easily confused,
Yep.
or they easily confuse people. I think I looked at this and I think that you have a good understanding of that. Can you tell me what are the elements of a passage or paragraph?
So what they're looking for here, in particular, is the main idea. Which pattern was used? Is it unified, meaning is it talking about one topic?
Okay.
And is it coherent, meaning do the sentences make sense? So you can see how the beginning is connected to the middle and how the middle is connected to the end.
Okay.
And they're also looking for any details that are unclear.
Okay. Did you underline the main passage, the main idea of the passage?
I did not underline it, but I wrote it here.
Okay. Can you find what sentence or group of sentences that indicate what the main idea is of a passage, of that particular passage?
So I said the main idea is basically the narrator's adventurous experience riding a tricycle. So the main idea here.
Does the main idea have to be the first sentence of a
No.
sentence? No.
This could be said to be the main idea. They that know nothing fear nothing. But I think that's more of the theme.
Okay, exactly. So we also know that when you are taking standardized tests such as the SAT or the AccuPlacer, they would, instead of saying the main idea, they would probably say the author's purpose. And that's where you would go from. And remember on that test, always underline it. Would you say this is an implied main idea or an explicitly stated main idea? Exactly. That's why it's hard to,
Put it into one sentence.
yeah, that's why it's hard to find one sentence that states the main idea. So we know that once we get into collegiate writing, you have to infer, and it's implied. So that's why it's kind of hard to find the particular sentence. It means basically all of those sentences are all the sentences work together to show you what the main passage is, and you have to infer. So what we're going to do is the implicit main idea, because it's not explicitly stated. This way, when you are writing, a person, it's harder for them to counter because you're not using definite words. You're using words that give you room to have a debatable thesis or a debatable position. Okay? So I think you did well there, except for,
Punctuation.
did you do the proper punctuation? The paragraph is about one topic, the characters. Okay, what about how experience on riding a bike or of riding a bike?
Just right.
Okay, I agree. Okay, so this one, we ran into this passage and we noticed that this passage was poorly written. So you can also look at it like this is why it's important for you to communicate eloquently when you write or when you speak, correct? Okay, you're going to write the actual
Yes,
word.
I will.
Okay, and we're going to, this is a SP.
Yes, sir. It's E.
Yep. This is also a SP. Okay, this is a SP?
Probably.
Yeah, because there's no need to double the S there. Yep. This is a SP. Okay, that will be an E. Okay. So, okay, so we will get to this exam, not this exam, we will get to this paragraph. But I do want to ask you before we start, what are the different ways we can organize a paragraph?
Well, according to writing one, we have organization by comparison, where we're comparing two things. Organization by cause and effect. So one a cause in one area and resulting in an effect. We have organization by space, where we're ordering things geographically or in order from left to right or up and down.
Yes, like
Yeah.
a picture or something, okay?
We have
Go ahead.
organization by time, where
Okay.
we place things in a chronological order.
I agree.
And those are the main four they discussed.
Okay, so I do want to, I'm looking here because we also can organize by, did we talk about chronological?
Yes.
Yeah, by time. We can also, I wanted to discuss, like, if you are in an argumentative piece, you can organize by importance. So your first reason is first. Your strongest reason is first. Don't make the assumption that they're going to go, or anybody that's reading is going to read the bottom, your last one. So if you're an attorney and you're presenting a case, and this is a post-conviction, this person has already been convicted and he's going for a post-conviction, and you're writing the reasons why he should be why his conviction should be restructured or thrown out. Go with your stronger issues first. There's another issue I wanted to discuss about organizing paragraph. Okay, we know by process as well, right? So I guess process will be considered time. So if you're showing me, if you're writing a process paper on how to program a such and such in HTML or whatever, then that will be a process. What about by classification? If you're classifying, you agree?
Yes.
Okay, and we talked about argument. Perfect. So, can you get the laptop? And True, are you done with the laptop? Okay, so you rather read that story than Call of the Wild?
Well, you told me to read the story.
How's that story coming? Is it
Well,
interesting?
Not really. Well, I've always found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vocabulary
Okay,
words.
so,
I don't know.
okay. So, I tell you what, no, we're not gonna we're gonna finish this, cause it's pretty much done. True, can you pull this up on your iPad?
Yeah.
Thank you. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wow. So what you can do is start, True, if you want to, you can start using a dictionary to write the definition of those on your iPad. Possibly, yeah. Is that a problem?
No, it just changes what I was saying.
Those were the compound prepositions that I wanted to discuss, and I'm going to make sure I put on our,
That's why I left them alone in the drive pages. Let me see if it's here.
I wanted to go over the different dashes too, because I want you to be able to know that, I know you know the difference, but I want you to be able to strongly differentiate them at a moment's notice, the M dash and the N dash, and how to create them on the computer. Okay, I have this book here. So can you tell me the difference between them really quick?
So a dash, I believe, is shorter,
Mm-hmm.
and M dash is bigger, so
Longer.
longer.
Mm-hmm. So that's in relation to size, but what about purpose?
Purpose.
Mm-hmm. How do they differ in purpose?
So the dash is used for.
Let's see. They call it a 2M dash as well, so that's another way to think of it. Do not leave any space between it and the remaining words. 3M dash leaves spaces before and after, so that's how you style it. But
So dashes are used to connect. That's hyphen.
okay.
So dash is here.
Mhm.
Emphasize information.
Mhm.
And what do dashes do?
Okay, so this one is used to also to indicate missing letters in a word. In fiction, the device of dropping letters to conceal names. Okay, so that would be the 2M dash. Go ahead.
And 3M dash indicates an entire missing word. Is used to indicate missing or unclear word from transcribed material.
Okay, so after this, I want you to put in our English grammar doc, I want you to put how they differ as far as in appearance and how they differ in style convention, meaning how we use them in style. Okay? And that was my first time actually realizing that we have a 2M dash, then we have a 3M dash, but we also have an N dash. Right? Right? Okay, so I want you to be sure to put that in there. So let's, what are we looking for here?
Here, this is our organization by comparison.
Okay, so when I identify a paragraph that's organized by comparison, what should be some of the key elements that I see?
Similar and contrasting.
Okay, so I should see transitional words that indicate contrast and similarity.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Can you read your piece to me, please?
Are huskies and wolves the same? While huskies and wolves are definitely similar, they have distinct differences. Similarly, huskies and wolves are carnivores. On a linear model, classification model, huskies and wolves are closely related because they share the Canis genus. The Canis. Also, Huskies and wolves have identical snouts and ears. While huskies and wolves resemble each other, they have three noticeable differences. First, huskies are generally smaller than wolves. Second, huskies fall under the species Lupus familiaris, domestic dog, while wolves are categorized as lupus. Third, huskies are domesticated. Because huskies are domesticated, they are typically suitable as household pets. By contrast, wolves are wild and unsuitable as household pets. Conclusively, huskies and wolves have common genes, giving them a similar appearance. However, they behave differently.
I think that's written well. And I also want you to know that if you were to brainstorm before, remember we talk about the writing process, you can use a Venn diagram. Right? So remember the Venn diagram, the middle of the Venn diagram is going to share what they share. The Venn diagram is going to emphasize what they share and then what's mutually exclusive. Okay? Okay, so that one, did you see any grammatical, style, punctuation errors? I did not either. Go ahead.
Organization by cause and effect.
So what are some of the elements we look for when we're organizing by cause and effect?
So we want to use transitions as a result, or we want to see causing, or this is an effect of type of
Or
word.
because, right? And I notice we're saying effect. What is the difference between affect and effect?
So effect is typically a noun, and affect is typically a verb.
Yes. Go ahead.
The Grand Canyon, a natural geologic wonder of the world. Should I say geological? A natural geological.
Yeah. Because that would put the AL, will put the adjective, will turn that into an adjective, yeah?
It's
But I
located.
think it's either or, but go ahead.
Is located in Arizona. Many have asked, how was the Grand Canyon formed? For seven, he theorized that the Grand Canyon theorized that the Grand Canyon was formed from years of erosion. Erosion occurs when flowing water causes rocks to collide and break into smaller rocks. As a result, the Grand Canyon was possibly formed from millions of years of erosion from the flow of the Colorado River. To conclude, Newberry suggests that active river flow over an extended period of time caused today's Grand Canyon.
Okay. Did you find any grammatical, syntax, mechanical, or content mistakes? I did not either. Okay, can you show me the Colorado River, please?
So here, Colorado River flows from South Mexico, borders California and Arizona.
Okay.
Nevada goes up through Arizona again, into Utah and Colorado. Something that will be a distinct feature of the Colorado River is that it does give California, Nevada, and Arizona their, I guess, borders. So
Okay.
it's somewhat acting as a natural border between California, Arizona, and Arizona from Nevada.
Okay, so before we finish, I want you to add that to our geography catechism. And I also want you to be able to add the M dash and the N dash to our English grammar catechism. Okay? Can you read me your last one from your journal entry?
Yep. Alright. I composed most of my entries between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Upon inspection, I immediately noticed two main differences. First, my entries varied in length, ranging from 69 to 154 words. One cause for my difference in journal length can be attributed to the time I typed my entry. For example, when I wrote at 8 p.m. and 12 a.m., I typed my most detailed entries. Perhaps writing at night is most suitable. Should I put for me?
You can.
Second, my entries express different topics. Since I completed diverse tasks each day, my journal topics differ. After drafting daily journal entries, I've accumulated 3 takeaways: improved writing speed, upgraded ability to write on demand, and enhanced expression of thought. In addition, I felt a sense of accomplishment to start and finish a week-long task.
Okay. I think we should use a dash in between week long because we have 2 adjectives, right? Your week and long, okay?
That would be
A hyphen. Okay, thanks for correcting me.
In the words of John Saxon, a notable math curriculum developer, the only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time.
Okay,
And that's it.
so that's fine. I just need you to do, to frame or to cushion that last sentence, and that'll be it. And I want you to make sure that this sentence is written in parallel form, meaning our verbs or our prepositional phrase, that they're all in parallel, they're all constructed in a parallel way.
So each one begins with a past tense verb.
Each one, when you say, what do you mean by each one?
Each series or
Each phrase begins with a past tense verb ending in ed.
Yes.
So they're all regular verbs. Okay. Can you give me a last sentence, please, to cushion or frame the quote? Are you going to continue writing in your journal? Do you find it useful?
Yeah, but I was going to relate it to the quote, so I was going to say something to the extent that I will take on writing and speak like this.
I think that's amazing.
And so,
And I think you could add something about the writing process, right?
also,
Okay.
no,
I think you're fine.
so is that like this?
That's it? So if I were you, I will print, ink, and send.
You
Before,
want to do these first?
I want you to do those. Yep. And go into the capture system. I want you to definitely differentiate between M and dash, and then M dash.
Nothing there?
If it's not there, that will be under the punctuation section. But be sure you add that there. We have the two. Let me see. Yeah, so we have N and M dash, and then we have 2M and 3M.
I think those.
No,
I think.
because this is shorter, this is longer.
Yeah, so I think the 2M is in, and the 3M is in.
I think, no. They're both are forms of the M dash.
Oh.
And then we have an N dash, right? So we have an N dash, we have an M dash, and then we have 2 forms of the M dash. Okay?
The English grammar, that one first. This one?
Yep, so you're going to go down to punctuation.
The regular dash is called an N dash.
Mm-hmm.
And then under N dash,
Okay, go ahead. Write the meaning. Don't just put them. So you're gonna tell me, you're gonna define M dash. N dash first. You're gonna define it. You have this book here. Go ahead.
Want to stop it?
No, you keep going. We'll focus on the words over the story. And what two examples, think about the examples that your book tell you of way to decipher context clues. There's several ways. Justice? In the punctuation section, let me see something. One second. Pause. And internal punctuation. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I separated it. Yeah, that's good. You can create your own examples based on what they've done. And then, so what do we use them for?
Different. You know what I was using for round one was a thing.
We were using an M dash. Yeah, your textbook. Yeah, they didn't differentiate between the two. That's why I like multiple sources. So we have an M dash. No, we have an N dash and an M dash. And the M dash has two different uses. I mean, two types. We can come up with an example later. Okay. Another one, another way I like to do this, if you find some literature that you like, remember, I forgot what the book we were reading, but the story, you can find the one that they use the M dash, and then you can put it there and just cite the story. Okay. That's fine. Yep. So, right. So when do we use the M and when do we use the 3? When do we use the 2? Okay, good. So did you create the chart? So create the chart first.
Sure.
Yeah. It's going to make it much easier for you.
For what?
To complete the assignment regarding context clues. So you see here where I wrote this chart for you. Complete the chart. So you're going to put word, chapter, and page number. Right here we don't have a chapter and a page number. So we would just do word. You could do paragraph. Let me see. Yep, you instead of chapter and page number, you do paragraph.
No, I think. Or chapter.
I didn't see that on this one. You see page number?
On the computer right there.
Oh, I didn't see that. Where the page number?
Well, I remember on the computer there was 14.
Oh, okay. So you can just do chapter or page number. I mean chapter and page number. If not, paragraph. So, the first word was which one? Oh, I see this. You know what that is.
Silver?
Mm-hmm. What's the second one? No? Okay. Look, so this is, you're gonna draw your graph. You're gonna put the word there. You're gonna put chapter and page number or paragraph. Then you're gonna look it up in your dictionary, okay? For here. And we'll talk about the method of how you figured out the meaning. Because that's what we mean by context clues. There's several context clues that sometimes the author is generous and gives it to us, and other times we have to infer. But you have to use those clues. Go ahead. You done? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can cut this one off, and then I can start to trim your hair.
Okay.
And we can start this one here.
Mommy.
Yes. What are you showing me?
I'm doing it sorry.
Okay, I told you.
Okay.
Are you recording?
Yep.
Okay.
So do you want me to ink this?
Yes.
And you want me to put the as a part in the title?
Or do you want to ink it tomorrow and move on?
I would rather ink it tomorrow and move on. Because if I ink it, it's going to take me at least 15.
Okay.
So do you want me to do it?
I think 15 is worth it. You can
I
do
would
it.
have to use my iPad.
Why?
Because I have to take pictures. It. And then I ink from the picture.
Take pictures of what?
The page.
Let's go downstairs and get the,
My iPad's right there.
I wanted to use the clippers, but this time I'll use the scissors. Oh, I'll just go get them. It's nothing.
Or Justice can get them.
Justice, can you go downstairs and get the clippers?
The one that's small
The
silver one?
silver ones, yes.
You know, okay, the small silver one, the one you use on that computer.
Yes, the small thin ones, yes. Those are called the trimmers.
Trimmer?
Yeah. That's
And they make a trimmer? That's another homophone.
I
Trimmer
know.
and
Oh
trimmer.
no, this is a
Exactly.
cool setting.
My Maine and Maine.
Uh-huh.
The Maine and Maine, the state and the Lion's Mane.
Mm-hmm. Correct. I love it when you start to identify different words and differentiate.
See how I see the camera? This is
Huh? Right.
Because the top blade looks like it's trimmering, like shivering.
Yep. We call this one a T-blade. Where's the shears? I mean, I was going to use
Or also you're trimming, so like you're actually cutting.
okay. Turn around, Dustin. You got
You need a comb, like a fine tooth comb?
Yep, I need a comb, and I also would
That's
like
in Mom's room.
The silver one or the plastic?
Yep, the silver comb is in Mom's room.
yeah, the silver in my room will work. That's me. I don't think you really got the ends as good. I don't want to put it. I'm going to use. I'm not going to put the pink. I'm going to use the pink shirt. I'm not going to put a towel underneath because I want the camera to be able to see what I'm doing.
So,
You hear me? If I
Yeah.
put the towel, they're not going to see as good.
let me see. So I wonder what I can do with the ends. I don't know really. I know it's really staticky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mom, in terms of making brushes, this brush is probably a lot easier for
That's a comb.
manufacturer. Comb is actually probably a lot easier for manufacturer to make than this one. Because see, this one requires a mold,
Okay.
and this one's just cut out.
You think so? What do you think?
I think in terms of probably, this probably costs more to make because of the metal. But this one has a mold, so you have to put more money up front, I guess.
Hey Justice, is the camera in a good angle?
Yeah, right now it is.
Okay, good.
Okay. Finish your work.
Now this has kind of fizzy.
Yeah.
Staticky, right?
Move. That's. I need you to move your tush to this in here.
And you two sit straight.
Sit over here.
Okay, kind of went in that one a little too much, but it's okay. I don't want to cut these straight, you know what?
Good one. There's no more stuff you do. Go over. Scoot over. I'm trying. Did you scoot? No, it's not.
What?
So it's good.
Huh?
See?
It grew.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I realized that it does,
Keep it up.
it does better when we trim every 8 weeks. I notice when I go long like this, it does not,
Well, I still,
I don't know, it just
my
doesn't
hand is still
work
moving
out,
around.
you know.
You get moved.
Now I'm asking if I was to get the ends a little bit better. But I think it's more staticky than anything, so that's all.
Next time, I want to use, I prefer to use my cell phones.
Well, where are they?
They're in the ones that are in the basement. But these work too.
Oh, okay.
I like to use my, but I want to get those ends from having so much frizz. I think sometimes it's just they need to just be cut.
I don't know, maybe I'll use the big roller brush when you're done.
Nope, after this, they are so even now.
Don't need it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, let's, oh, you know what, when I wrap it tonight,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be fine.
I don't like when you wrap it. I think when you wrap it,
Oh.
it seems like it accumulates the oil quicker. It starts to look way down.
Okay, yeah.
What do you think? Have you noticed that, or is that just me?
I don't know.
I can be a secret.
Uh,
I just purchased a silver recycling cup.
maybe I won't wrap it then.
You know, like it seems like it gets heavier.
Mm-hmm.
I like the,
Yeah, probably because of wrapping all the hair. You know what I think? I think maybe wrapping works when my hair was shorter.
you think so?
Maybe.
I think
don't
that's when we
know.
were wearing more of the way down look.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But I think for the light and fluffy, I
Yeah,
don't think the
the wrapping works.
I think it works, but not. It doesn't maintain the fluff.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think your ends are done.
Okay.
Let me make sure.
You didn't need the clippers.
I know I didn't, but you know I like the clippers.
I do too. Do you need to do them?
1 second. I'm gonna have to vacuum this up.
Stand up, Melville. Stand up.
Destiny?
Yes?
Oh no, I forgot you're wearing leggings and we don't do that. Okay. I think this is good. Let me see. This is good. Yep, I'm not gonna use the clippers. I'll see you in another 8 weeks. 1 second. Yep, I'll see you in another 8 weeks.
Done?
Pretty much. Let me see. Yep, let me see. 1 second. Okay. So,
You're done?
we're done. If you pull it in the front.
Oh,
see
yeah.
the ends
Oh,
are.
these aren't good.
No, they're good. Look, I'm not cutting. I'm not gonna. If I cut it, it won't be even. If I cut it that way.
Oh. They're just fizzy, huh?
Mm-hmm. They're even on the leg down. Is it?
All right,
This is
well,
just the
thank
8.
you, Mom.
This is the 8 weeks. Next week, the next 8, I'll go in a little deeper.
Over here.
But I think you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's even.
Oh,
Your
that's
ends are
good.
even. Like if you look at them like this, look,
Oh, yeah.
you see? So
Yeah.
it's all in a perspective. But yeah, they're even. Your hair's even,
Oh, wow.
and you're fine.
Okay, good. I'm gonna take a photo now.
Wait a minute. It's so frizzy. I mean, not frizzy.
It's just
like
staticky.
It's staticky.
Right.
Better.
It's staticky. I wouldn't say frizzy.
18 is 18?
No, not today.
Oh, okay.
Like even the top, look.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of static. Okay. It's even enough. Your hair's
Okay.
healthy.
It's healthy?
It's healthy. Let me see. Yep.
Yeah,
And if anybody wants to see more hair videos, they can subscribe to where?
The Destiny Jackson Hair YouTube channel.
Destiny Jackson Hair YouTube channel. And there will be more videos on how to grow your hair as luxurious as this, and also how to trim. So if we can get 50 subscribers, no, 100, at least 100 subscribers over at Destiny Jackson Hair on YouTube, we will show you how to grow your hair like this.
All right.
I'm going to say 1,000 subscribers.
Okay, 1,000 it is.
Choo chugga, choo chugga, choo 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 choo, choo chugga, choo chugga, choo 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 choo.